Okay, you can fade me out. Hey, you guys, it's Bakers Connect here with another Tip Tuesday. I want to go over what went over the last 2 weeks. The first episode was about decluttering your brand and how to find clarity and head one way in one direction so you don't feel like it's a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Last week we went over branding and brand identity, and I wanted to know if anybody was able to apply that. Did it work for you? If you had any suggestions that maybe might work that didn't work before? I know for me, I'm going through a whole rebranding process. I have some things coming up for you guys. Also, with my regular baking, I've been on a hiatus from that. But once the rebranding is done, I get all my photos corrected. Then it'll be a clean face. I'm focusing on one thing, so it won't be so much of a clutter. So that's pretty much what I've been focusing on. I've been applying what we've been going over to my day-to-day so that, it can make sense. I have to be able to take my own advice, right? So today, before we get into that, let me also tell you about Bakers Connect. The whole purpose is to support, connect, grow. I want us to be able to reach out. Maybe you're afraid of talking to people, and by coming to the event, you meet someone different and you're able to come out of your shell and to be able to get the assistance that you need. Because sometimes all we have to do is ask. We don't have because we don't ask. We don't make room for it. If you're just tuning in, go ahead and hit the arrow button. It's Bakers Connect. This is Tip Tuesday. Share it with a friend because they might need this information as well. I know for me, when I started the whole Bakers Connect, I moved to Orlando. I didn't know anyone. And being that I'm a flight attendant, I don't have the ability of working next to someone and saying, hey, by the way, I bake. Can you pass on the word of mouth? Everyone I meet is from a different place. I'm in a different city every night. So that's the purpose of the Bakers Connect, because you may have 10 orders this weekend and 15 came in and you're not able to take them all. But because you know someone, you could be like, hey, I know someone that, could use this business or that can assist me, because we don't like saying no. Yes.
Daniel
Question.
said, so essentially a networking community for bakers.
Bakers, event planners, florists, photographers, because we're all connected. I don't want us to feel like you need the other to function, because an event planner might know someone and be like, I need a baker, and they can give you a reference. Someone could go look for a florist and be like, hey, I'm throwing a party. Do you know anyone that can make the cake? They may need a baker. A photographer. We're all connected. So yes, it's a networking situation. But tonight we're going over business strategy. So Tip Tuesday tonight is business strategy. So the first tip is define your company vision. You should be able to define your company vision in 100 words. Develop a statement that answers the key questions that drive your business. So pretty much it would be where your company is headed, what you want your company to be. You don't, if the answer is only in your head, get to writing it on a piece of paper, because I know for me, I like to write things down. Now, if you like to type them up and create something that way, but at least you have it. So when someone asks you, you're prepared. Boom, this is what it's about. Like I just explained to you what Bakers Connect is. All about support, connect, and growing. Excuse me. Hey, you guys, if you're just joining in, go ahead and hit the share button. So that was the first tip, how we're defining the company's vision. Now, tip 2 would be to define your personal vision. So this is important to your strategic plan. You don't have to share it with your team or your customers, but the vision is to incorporate what you want in your business and what you want it to bring to your life. Example, say from the business you want growth, you want early retirement, you want to be able to spend more time with your family because you're always so busy. You have to be able to define that. Example, I have a friend that does hair, and she used to be so busy, like literally. There was no time for her to hang. There was no time for her to do anything. She couldn't go like church. She couldn't function. And what helped her was she decided, okay, I've been doing hair for so long. Let her go to hair school to get licensed. So she went to hair school. So in going to hair school became a blessing because she had to restrict her clientele. So because she was in school all day, she couldn't take clients from a certain time. Once she got out, she just kept the same strategy and it worked out for her. So now she's able to map out, I'm only taking clients on this day. You don't have to be overworked. Don't allow it to overwork you that you become so burnt out that you can't enjoy life. You have to be able to reap your labor. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to just work. Yes, you're working for a goal, but you have to be able to live life in the process. Yes, we're creating a business. We're creating a brand. We want it to work. We want it to flourish. But if you're not around to enjoy it, like, what are you going to do? Your health matters. Your smile matters. When you're happy, it matters because your energy gives you a different feel. Yes, questions.
Amazingly Inspired asks, I'm starting a keepsake business and I'm wanting to combine my baking under the same name. Is that a wise branding move?
So when you say keepsake, what kind of keepsake are we talking? Is it edible or?
If I had to take a guess, I would say no.
So keepsake, like, I need an example of keepsake.
I think I might be able to elaborate on this. So let's say, like right now, they're doing the...
That's Shayna, you guys. Say hi, Shayna.
They're doing the 11 memory ornaments right now. That would be considered a keepsake. So would you do those types of things under baking and baking under the same name?
I wouldn't say do it under the same name because it gets lost in translation. So if you're doing edible is one thing. So if you're going to do the keepsake, what you can do is let your customers know that, hey, I'm starting this new venture. Now, if you don't want to bake anymore, that's a different story. So you're going to transition into it to be like, okay, you know, I'm straying away from that, and this is what I'm going to do.
Okay, she clarifies.
She
says she's doing party favors. So it would be party favors
Okay, so yeah, that'll be good. You can create a package. You can incorporate it into a package. So let's say you're offering, your minimum is 2 dozen cupcakes they have to order. Well, in the process of ordering the 2 dozen cupcakes, I also have this that you can feature on your dessert table, your candy table, or whatever they're doing. Just incorporate it into it. So that wouldn't be bad. If it's pertaining to the same field, that's pretty good, actually. You can kick that off with a sale, you know, to let people know, hey, this is what's going on. Take some nice pictures of it and start putting it out there. Yeah, but that's pretty good. So far we've gone over defining your company's vision that you should be able to define in 100 words or less. Develop a statement that answers the questions that drive your business. So example, where your company's headed, what you want the company to be. If you don't get to thinking, you know, if the answer is just in your mind, go ahead and put it on paper. Now, the second step was to define your personal vision. So that's important to align with the company vision, your personal vision, so you don't get burnt out. That way you know exactly the purpose of why you're doing what you're doing. Step 3 is to know your business. So in doing that, you need to create a SWOT analysis, which is the strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. That can help guide your business plan. And so why is it important? What is it doing best? What needs improvement? And what else the business could be doing? So when I started baking, I was doing everything. I went to vendor events. I was doing mini cupcakes, too much work. Big cupcakes. I was doing cake jars. I was trying to dip strawberries. Name it, I was trying to do.
Cake pops.
Oh, those are the devil. But yes, cake pops. I was trying to do it all. And I didn't know which direction I wanted to go. All I knew is I just wanted to bake. And I had to remember to apply, hey, like, who's my competition? Who's next to me? Publix, a regular bakery is not your competition because you're not in a brick and mortar. If you're home, the next home baker may be your competition or who's ever in your radius that's doing what you're offering. So you need to know that. You need to know. So what I would do is send inquiries and be like, oh, I want to order a cake so I can see what people were pricing, because at first I didn't know how to price. I was just, okay, well, I think it should be this amount. Oh, but darn, Publix charges this, so I should be within that. That works for nobody. Okay. Especially if you're doing it at home, even if you started a brick and mortar, you cannot compare yourself to a multi-billion dollar company in that sense. Not to say you may not get there, but the foot traffic that they have is, if you don't buy it, somebody behind you is coming to get it. So why am I competing with them again? Your price is your price. So know your business, know what you're offering, know what you want to make from it, and feel good about it. Like, listen, in school we learned, say what you mean what you say. Okay. So if your price is $400, don't blink and say $400. But if you be like, well, when you start doing that, that's how you know they get you. Like, and let me tell y'all, being Haitian, we used to go to this thing called a timache. I think you guys call it like a, what they call it? The flea market, the outdoor flea market, right? But we call it the timache, the little walk, okay? And you want to talk about some negotiation? I don't believe in paying full price for anything. And that's how you can negotiate some things, but let that not be you, okay? I know I'm not my customer, and that's okay with me, but I need you to pay this invoice. So I know what I'm talking about. I have to know the quality of work I'm producing. I have to know the quality of work that my business is producing. So that needs to reflect what you're doing. So again, we went over defining your company's vision, be able to define your company in 100 words, define your personal vision, and know your business. Now we're on tip 4. Establish your short-term goals. Your goals should be SMART, meaning specific, measurable, actionable, reasonable, and timely. Okay? So know exactly the goal you need to accomplish. So because I'm in the air a lot, I put my goals on my phone, and I did a 30, 60, and 90-day goal. Now, that's not something you need to reach in one sitting, but be realistic with your goals. Like, don't say, I'm going to lose 20 pounds tomorrow, knowing darn well you lazy and don't want to get up. Okay? I said when the year started, I was going to commit to 30 minutes of walking a day. I haven't got up yet. You need to be able to be honest with yourself. If you're lazy, identify you're lazy. If you know you half-ass do something, identify you half-ass do your work. Because if you don't have realistic expectancy, nothing is going to produce. So you can't blame anyone but yourself. You can't say, oh, my business is not flourishing, knowing you're not putting in the work, knowing you're not giving yourself a goal. And that may not work for you. Put it on your phone, set a reminder, give yourself an alarm, or have an accountability partner. A friend of mine, we have to keep each other accountable. And we argue all the time about that. Listen, we're not having a discussion. We've been talking about this for 5 years and ain't nothing getting done. So it's either we're going to do it or I don't want to talk about it anymore. So give yourself a goal. If you have to write it on your mirror, get your little Sharpie, lipstick, whatever it is. Mark it on it. Even if you have to use toothpaste. Okay? It'll dry. At least you know your focus. Even if you have to give yourself words of affirmation to keep yourself going through the day, that's what you're going to do. You're going to be able to say, you know what? I can today. I'm strong today. I'm not depressed today. Sometimes you may not have the money. Find free and creative ways to establish the goals you need to establish. Like I explained to you, you want to take a picture of your work and you may not have the money to get the backdrop. Been there. Get you a sheet, iron it really good, take some tape, put it on the wall, do what you need to do. Go outside, make anything and be creative. Make it unique for you. Establish those goals. I'm telling you, they help you so much in the long run. And even if you forget to do it, you go back to it. It feel good crossing something out. You have to be able to be committed to the little things. If you can't have commitment to something simple, let's say it's brushing your teeth in the morning, that should be, some people don't. That should be second nature, right? Make your goals second nature as well. Okay, I need to shower. Yes, I need to put on deodorant. Yes, I need to put on shoes. Yes, I need to put on clothes. Well, yes, I need to accomplish my goals. Yes, I need to make sure the pictures are precise. Yes, I need to make sure my content has a vision. Just like we went over in branding and brand identity, it has to yes, I want my company perceived a certain way. So that's what we're going to accomplish. So define your company. Tip 1, define your personal vision, know your business, do the SWOT analysis. It may seem like a lot, but get it done. Establish your short-term goals. Does anybody have any questions so far? Anything to reference? Any examples that work for you? Don't forget, hit the share button. I am Bakers Connect. We're going over Tip Tuesday. Hit the arrow and share the page. Anybody has anything to say, to add to the flow, maybe an experience that worked for you or something that could work for us? Does anybody need any assistance, like, help reaching out to someone or know someone that needs help? Let me know. I'll give you guys a few seconds because I'm thirsty. Okay.
I have a question about my own little startup business.
That's shame to y'all.
So, what do you say to the person who, let's say, potential client wants a particular service that you can't provide, or you don't feel like you can provide? Do you take the chance and risk it and go ahead and attempt to provide that service, or do you redirect them to someone who you know can do it?
Okay. If it's something you don't provide, don't bamboozle somebody. Refer them to someone that can get it done. Now, as for you, that means practice. Go ahead and set yourself up and start practicing, so that way the next time someone comes to you, you can be able to provide the service. Now, you can flip it and be like, well, this is what I can provide for you in the time being. You let them know what you can offer, and then you refer them. Now, if it's ample enough time to give you time to actually practice and get it done. So say someone wanted something 6 months from now, and you're confident in yourself that in 6 months from now, you're going to actually put in the work. You're going to put in the time. You're going to be realistic with your goals and what you need to get accomplished. Then yes. But if you're going to be lazy, I'll get to it tomorrow. Don't do anything just because, I just want the money.
Okay. What if I wanted to provide it at a discounted rate?
No. Why are you providing at a discounted rate? Why are you shortchanging yourself?
Because I may not be, and I'm just speaking hypothetically here. I can do anything. Hypothetically, what if said person just said, okay, hey, I'm going to try this. I'll do it cheaper, but I'm going to try it.
No.
So you're saying don't.
Why are you shortchanging yourself of a quality of work to gain something? No. If you believe in your work that well, it'll come back again. The same way the person came to you now and to ask you that they needed something is the same way they'll come back again to be like, hey, I need this service provided. But don't shortchange yourself to be like, I'm going to give you a discounted rate, and then you give foolish product. And now the person mad. Now they want a refund. Well, now you're double broke, okay? Because you done spent the money, because you took it because, okay, I'm going to give it a discounted rate because I want the business. And now your brand is going to be messed up because now they're perceiving it as, well, this is trash.
Okay, I have another question for you.
Okay.
But before we do that, Couture Cupcakes Boutique is here.
Hey.
Brave Sweets is here. Jelena's here.
Hey.
She liked your hair.
Thanks, girl.
Okay, other question. So what do you say to the person who is, let's say, okay,
I got you.
not necessarily starting out in the business, but they see other people getting more business than what they're getting, and the quality of their work is not as good.
Okay.
When people get discouraged. So let's say I'm a baker, which I'm not. Let's say I'm a baker, and I'm looking on social media, and I'm watching all these bakers get all this business, and they're booked every weekend, and their work is not necessarily trash, but it's not what you can do. And it gets really discouraging. What do you say to that person who may get discouraged?
Okay, so let me ask you a question. When you were in school and you were doing work, did you feel like, well, this person's work is mediocre and mine is better? Did you strive to be better?
Well, these are hypotheticals.
I'm just saying.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
So why are you comparing yourself to someone else? See, that's the problem with a lot of us. Mind the business that pays you. Okay? Don't focus on what someone else is doing, because you're going to lose sight of what you have going on. Now, I see a lot of them. Okay. It looked like trash, but they're probably charging little to nothing. So that's why they're gaining so much traffic. And you have to understand that's not your clientele. Don't compare yourself to what somebody else is doing because you don't know their struggle. You don't know their story. All you see is the glory. So you have to be mindful of that. So focus on what you need to do. Put out clean work, beautiful. Like when I need extra bump and encouragement, I go on Jalena's page because we have this argument all the time. Like Photoshop to me is the devil, but she knows how to work it. And I see clean work and I'm like, I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. Now, if you're going on someone's page for that, to give you the encouragement, to give you the motivation, but don't compare yourself where you feel like, but I'm better than them and why it's not working for me and woe is me. Well, guess what? Figure out a way to make it work for you. Figure out a way to generate customers for you. Are you knocking door to door? Do you know if that person goes to the soccer games or the track meets and be like, hey, by the way, I bake? If they're walking around with a brand and be like, hey, I bake. Hey, look at me. I'm the baker. Or you walking around with a figgy. Sorry, a mean mug. The English folks. Like, don't talk to me. Don't say nothing to me. How is someone supposed to know what you're doing? What brand are you showing? Like, what brand identity are you giving yourself to be like, hey, look at me, this is what I'm doing?
Okay, so you're saying one way to drive traffic to you or to market more or less is to wear your brand. That's one way.
That's one way. Or like go out and speak to people or have a bake sale. Shoot, stand. Don't get arrested, y'all. Find out if you could stand in a corner. Find out if you could go to your local barbershop. Find out if you could go somewhere and create a pop-up shop to drive awareness to you. Like if you have to do a $1 cupcake sale during a holiday to bring business to you, word of mouth, tell a friend to tell a friend. All the people you know on your phone, send all of them a message of a flyer and be like, hey, this is what I'm doing. Can you please send this out to 5 people for me? They have to serve a purpose. If they serve no purpose, what's their purpose? I'm sorry. Look at the 5 people around you. They should be able to build you up.
Couture Cupcake said do a pop-up shop.
Exactly. Do a pop-up shop. Find somewhere that has a lot of traffic. Listen, closed mouths don't get fed. So if you go places and you're like, oh, this might work here, it's okay to ask. Listen, the worst somebody could tell you is no. So what? And move on. Keep going until someone tells you yes, because the yes will come. Find different ways to be able to be like, listen, I'm okay with saying I need help. I like what you're doing. Even if they have a nasty attitude and people treat you like, move on, next. I'm not saying you're not human. I'm not saying it's not going to bother you and it's not going to affect you. But you're trying to build a business. You think if Walmart had took their no, they'll be where they are today? Listen, y'all know I love Publix because shopping is a pleasure, okay? Okay? So if Publix had took the no, they wouldn't be who they are today. You have to be able to dust it off and keep going. Don't let it be discouraging. Like, I know it's hard, love. Like, I know you could be depressed, but just get up and move on. Like, all right, next. This didn't work. Okay, let's try this. This didn't work. Okay, let's try this. Warren Buffett said he doesn't invest in someone until they have failed at least, I think he said at least 5 times.
Ooh, that's a lot of time.
That's your determination, though. You know how many times I failed? You know how many pop-up shops, vendor shops, like things that I did that didn't work for me because, again, I did not know my business. Know your business and what works for you. Do the SWOT analysis. Learn your strength, your weakness, the opportunity, the threats. Know that to be able to apply it. And then you could be like, you know what? You can't. What you mean, though? Let's figure this out. What is it that you need?
Okay,
Question.
I have another question. All right, but before that, Crave Sweets is here.
Hey, y'all.
Or I Crumble, Sin Sweet Cheesecake, The Only MJ, Mini Delights.
Hey.
Tasty Cakes. Sorry if I messed that up.
That's kind of cute, though. That could be a jingle.
And then a bunch of our friends are here. And then, okay.
Hey, you guys. Bakers Connect here. Question.
Okay, so, I'm sorry. Bradford Ave Baking Co. and Majestical Macaroons just got here. pink sugar pastries. Okay.
You guys go ahead. Hi, everyone. Just hit the arrow button. Share this live because it can help someone. Don't be selfish. Let's support, connect, and grow.
Right. I need to get my question out.
Okay.
So it's a lot of baker folks in here. So apparently they're really shy. So I have a lot of
okay, you guys
questions.
gotta ask questions so we can be able to help.
Okay. So what do you say to the customer who tells you you're too expensive? I can get the same cake for $50 that you're charging me $200 for. What do you say to that person?
You are not my customer. Go ahead and go to that person because my price is my price, period. You're paying for the artistic work, and you've seen the people that go to the people that charge $50 and what it end up looking like. Now, the more professional way to say it is, thank you for your inquiry, or however you guys set up how you say thanks but no thanks with a smile because it makes it okay. But someone asked me the other day and said they were referred to me by someone and their budget was $120. I can't assist you because you don't even meet my minimum. Now, why would I play myself to keep going and asking you questions knowing you already let me know? Well, I can refer you to someone else if you like, but I won't be able to provide a service for you. Just like when we did the first Tip Tuesday and we sat here and Jelena told you she don't turn her oven on if it ain't $400.
Shout out to Jelena, _ma'am_sweets, and her amazing pricing class as well.
Yes. Also, you guys, visit her site at morecakeym.com. And we're having a meetup in April as well. So you guys go ahead and do that. And it's hard. It's not easy. No one said business was going to be a walk in the park, but you have to put work behind it. So that's why I'm saying you guys have to establish your short-term goals and know what it is that you're doing, because you have to be able to identify things. Jelena goes off on me all the time. And let me tell you, I've been lazy, and I have to be able to admit that I haven't been doing nothing. I've been feeling like a bum, and I just wanted to bum it. It's my season of bumming this, okay? But I know I need to do better, and I've been doing better. Hey, I've been committing to Tip Tuesday, you guys, because I almost didn't come on today, okay?
We're glad you're here, though. You have a question? So
yes.
5 kids in the fit, all the way from Colorado, said, any tips for someone that is a great baker but doesn't know where to start when it comes to marketing, more specifically online marketing?
I would say try to take some classes. I do have a Marketing Tip Tuesday coming in March. We'll be able to go over that in depth. Follow some, know your business. Find some bakers that you find online that's doing different things and get some ideas from there. It says 5 kids in fit. Mm-hmm. So, okay, you have five kids. Incorporate the kids. Take pictures of the kids eating the sweets. Take pictures of, if you ever go on, matter of fact, Jelena just posted a tutorial.
I was just about to say.
Yeah, where her kids,
cool video
her kids are in there, and I love them, okay? They live their best life. She be hating sometimes. But incorporate them in it. Make it fun, because people love that. They love to see kids. They love, especially a lot of working moms, to see how you balance and how you juggle. So do that. Add some hashtags. Your hashtags are a big deal. Hashtags are a big deal. Do giveaways to get people to repost your information, and give them outlines. Like most giveaways will tell you 3 things. Make sure you're following the page, tag 2 friends, and repost my post, and to try to get you some traffic.
Ask family and friends to post too.
Yeah. And don't be too mad if they don't want to do it. You're going to learn that nobody has the best heart for your business like you do. They're not going to have the drive like you do. So don't get caught up into family and friends kind of telling you no, because most times they don't jump on board until strangers jump on board. And that's nothing towards you personally. That's just the conditioning. But do that. If you have to pay for post an ad, or ask somebody that already have a good following and be like, hey, what do you do? You know, if they don't mind telling you. Now, some may tell you no, next them and keep on trying, but keep trucking. Did that help a little bit? 5 Kids and Fit. I might need a workout plan. So DM me, please. Okay. So we went over define your company vision, define your personal vision, know your business, establish your short-term goals, also outline strategies. Yes, questions.
So, Couture Cupcakes just asked, how do you get started with selling classes when there are already lots of companies already offering the same classes?
Have you ever walked down the bread aisle in a grocery store? How many bread companies you see? Way too much accounting. Everybody sell the same thing. Doesn't matter who's doing it. What matters is that you're doing it and you're doing it uniquely. So know the business of the online class before you just be like, oh, I want to take an online class because you took somebody else's online class and it worked for them. But you don't know the work they put behind it. I don't offer online classes, so I wouldn't know too much, but I do know there's some tutorials out there about starting an online class and how to go about it. I would say if your following is good, talk to them. Try to get people to respond and see what they say. Who's open to it. Like, start out simple, get your feet wet and be like, hey, you guys, I'm offering this class to show how to do this. If you're in a baker's group, if it's not a caddy group, see if, you could just start there and if they're willing to share the information.
She said, I'm assuming it's a she, I'm sorry if it's he, but she's like, yes, ma'am. I'm assuming to your walk down the bed.
It's true. It's so many different. How many water companies you see? How many soda companies you see? You think they care? They know they got it and they doing it. Look how Sierra Mist came out of nowhere. It was just like, boom, Sierra Mist. But there's still a Sprite.
Said, okay, thanks.
You see what I'm saying? Like, no, it's true because sometimes you feel like that. Like it's over. I feel like that about Miami. I feel like the baking community there is oversaturated. But it's still people still booming. It's people still starting off. And it's word of mouth and who they know.
2 comments. Baby Cakes of Memphis is here along with Carolina Hurtado. Hey guys. Amazingly Inspired just said the world is big enough for us all to succeed.
Yes.
Step out on faith and leave your mark.
Yes.
You mentioned Miami and it being saturated, right? And that goes back to what I asked you a minute ago with, you see people booming in their work. Not by any means to say people in Miami business is booming. I mean, their work isn't good because it is. But like, what do you say to keep encouraging those people to just keep pressing in the oversaturated market?
Keep doing what you do. Like, just keep trying it because, listen, people spend their money where they want to spend their money. So I don't get mad if I do something and my friends go somewhere else. That's your dollar. Do what you want to do with your dollar. I may be too much for them, but you might be somebody else's cup of tea. So don't feel discouraged because how many tea companies they have? Organic, not organic, lilac, no lilac, sugar, no sugar, salt, no salt. They don't care. They just keep on doing what they need to do and they find a lane that works for them. So you do that and just keep on trucking. Listen, I'm big on next. It don't work, next.
Hey, going back to Couture Cupcake Boutique's question with the classes.
Okay.
Would you recommend, and this is just a follow-up to his or her question, would you recommend, let's say Couture Cupcakes has never done a class before.
Okay.
Right? Would you recommend doing a free class? Okay, I'm going to offer a free class, 10 people, just to get his or her feet wet. Not everybody, I'll be honest, not everybody can do the whole public speaking thing or do a class. Not everybody's great teachers. Some people are great performers, but they aren't great teachers. Not everybody's meant to teach.
So why would you want to do a teach?
I'm asking, do you do a free class to see how it goes? You do a free class. It's almost like, what do you call those things? Not necessarily a think tank, but I can't find it. The
like
word
Shark Tank?
escapes me right now. No, but like you do a class and get feedback on it. Do a free class and get feedback on it.
Is Jelena still in here? Jelena is a teacher and she teach class. Maybe that'll be something she can answer for you. Do you want to chime in into this question about teaching, because that's what she does, you guys. She offers classes, tutorials, and information like that.
Oh, Crave Sweets just said, as a self-taught baker, are there any? But I don't know.
Are there any what?
I don't know what he or she is talking about. So I don't know if they're talking about the free classes, because they said they're self-taught baker. Oh, places. As a self-taught baker, are there any places or bakers you would recommend?
To do what? For the class?
Crave Sweets, elaborate on that for me, because I'm not exactly certain the places of bakers you recommend. I think they're talking about free classes, maybe. I think. But we'll come back to that. Crave Sweets, elaborate on that question for me a little bit. Couture Cupcakes is going back to that question. I have people asking, but I'm afraid. But it would be a pre-recorded class.
Oh, then, okay. So let me ask you a question. What are you afraid of if it's just you by yourself and nobody's there to see you, to make you nervous? See, we have to be able to step out our comfort zone, because doing it your way hasn't. The purpose of the business is to expand and to grow. I can understand being nervous, but the beauty in it being pre-recorded is that you can take as many takes as you need until you feel it's right. So even if you recorded 60 videos, no one knows you recorded 60 videos, but that one video you put up. I'm not public speaking doesn't bother me. I have no problem getting on speaking. Where I have an issue is writing. Like writing papers and things, that's not my strong suit. But you put me in front of the classroom, I'm going to defend my topic. But, everyone has their own thing.
So you're not sure what she's afraid of.
No, listen, you should read this book, Who Moved My Cheese? Like, I love that book. I've read it 6 times over. Maybe we'll do a Tuesday about that. And, to talk about getting out of your own way. You understand? So even if listen, I don't know where you live. If you live in Orlando, hey, I'll come with you, stand behind you, cheerlead you. If you need to call me prior to you doing the video, we can do that, to do a video conference to get it done. But you're pre-recording it. So even if it took 100 takes, it doesn't matter. As long as you stepped out and got it done, that's cool. So put that in part of your short-term goals. Make that something you strive to do, and go ahead and do it, because it may take your company, your business to the next level, and you would never know, because, you're saying you're afraid, but you don't know why you're afraid.
Yeah, Couture Cupcakes, just do it like night.
Okay. And if you don't know why you're afraid, no one is going to know, because you know what's bothering you. So if you're nervous, be nervous. It's okay.
Couture Cupcakes said they think I stand in my own way. And they're laugh out loud about 1 hour away from Orlando. So I think Couture Cupcakes needs to come on.
Listen, we're having a meetup in April. The Bakers Connect is in September. Go ahead and purchase your ticket. We have payment plans available. Hey, how are we doing on time? Look on my...
I Crumble said that's a good book. My company made everyone read it.
Yes, I'm telling you, that's a really, really, really good book. So you go ahead and do that. I don't know if you need to tap the screen to see. But let's go over tip 5 with outlining strategies. If it's a new product and service, we just pretty much went over research what your competitor is offering, formulate a development plan, get in touch with the vendor or suppliers, outline your marketing and sale plans for your new offers. So if you're offering something new, go ahead and have it mapped out. So set yourself up of what you know, of what you're trying to do and what's going to be new for the month. So March Madness is coming up. So if you're going to outline something for March Madness, go ahead and get your photos in line, have, your captions and what it's going to be, the hashtags you're going to use and how you're going to make it look, and go ahead and set that up. So that way you're not scrambling when the month comes. And then by then it's March 23rd. You don't know what to do. The month is halfway over because you had nothing lined up. You had nothing set up. Your vision wasn't in line. So make sure that's set up properly. So what we're going over so far on Bakers Connect is Tip Tuesday. So one is defining your company vision. It'll let you know. I think it should flash and say if it's like a minute or so.
Okay,
So just focus on my phone. So define your company's vision, define your personal vision, know your business, establish your short-term goals, and outline your strategies. It's 2019, you guys. Like, no excuses, just results. Like, we can't keep letting year by year pass us and, oh, I'm going to do it. Oh, I'm going to do it. And you never do it. Now, if you broke, I've been there. Okay? If you have to save a quarter, $1, $2 a day, don't compare yourself to someone who can save $1,000 a day because you're not there yet. Just be able to be satisfied in your lane and do what you can do. Now find free ways to do things. Guys, y'all can go to a park, freeze the cake, freeze the cupcake if you have to at least make it out there. Try not to go when the sun too high so you don't risk it melting. Or if you have to go on your front lawn, take a tea blanket, put it down real cute, and take the pictures you need to take so you can be offering clean work. Clean everything, like have the vision, like know what it is that you want to do so that way nobody can come tell you what to do. You understand what I'm saying? And now you become a puppet. So don't be so caught up in helping someone else build their vision that you lose focus of yours in the process. Like, we have to be able to encourage each other, be great, support one another. It may be something, I don't know. And if you offer the classes, I may be able to learn something. You see, now you're over here sitting on the blessing, you sitting on the dream, okay? And your class could have been the class I needed to elevate, and boom, now nothing. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't know if you are the person to set the trend. So one of the speakers that's going to be at Baker's Connect this year, she's an event planner, and she's the one behind the engagement photos. I don't know if you guys saw it on the Shade Room, that it was 6 rings. The guy proposed to the girl with 6 different rings and was just like, pick one. That was a vision she came up with, and she'll be able to, to elaborate on a story, and boom, you can have a conversation with her about marketing. You can meet someone there and talk about marketing. We have to be able to step out of our own way and talk to somebody and be able to be like, I need help. It's okay. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some people that be acting real stink, but that's okay. We're not worried about them. Next them and keep moving. Does anybody have any questions?
I'm Florida Bakers Club too.
Hey, I meant to send you a DM today. When I get off here, I'm gonna send you a message.
And then Amazingly Inspired was going back to Couture Cupcakes, not doing these classes.
Mm-hmm.
She was saying, do you think it's easier to start off with something simple like starting out on like a social media live for just 15 minutes and explain something?
If that works, but I thought she had a problem with being in front of somebody.
No, she said she didn't know what she was afraid of. So I think the live thing is a good idea, but I personally think for her it would be doing a pre-recorded video where she takes if she want, or
come over. I can have you for we'll have you for a Tip Tuesday, and then to give you a feel of it. Record the videos, okay? Take 100 takes.
Sit down, watch it.
Listen. When I say know your business, do research. There's so many videos on YouTube that tell you how to set up.
Couture Cupcake said no lie. No.
Okay. It's so many. Okay, there's so many videos that tell you how to do it, and especially do pre-recorded videos, because all the YouTube videos are pre-recorded. When we're done with this live, I'm going to sit down, edit. That's going to take me 10 years and upload it to the YouTube. You guys, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, okay? I'm trying to get 100 subscribers, please. It's Baker's Connect. On YouTube. So get into that tells you how to do it, and just try it. Listen, when the sun out, open your blinds. Set the camera like in front of, like, say the blinds is open behind me, and put your camera here and you stand on the opposite side to give you the natural light, and do what you need to do and record it. No one is going to see it. Sit down, edit it, and then post it. Take some classes, some different online classes. There's so many free tutorials online that can give you, a push of what to do, the direction. Listen, nobody could be you better than you. And if you mess up, so what?
I think she'll do good with the
Get him in.
Video,
Yeah.
it, and then she doesn't like it going back and doing it again. Because the live thing to me is hard because people are watching you right now, as opposed to video. Crazy Sweet said they subscribed earlier today.
Thank you.
It's a lot easier to record a video,
Yeah.
watch it. Oh nope, I don't like that. Let me go back and do it.
It is.
If you can edit it, if you're not a good editor, find there's graphic designers and videographers. You'd be surprised what talent some of the people in your circle have. Reach out to people. I took the pictures for Bakerson that last year, did a video, and I reached out to somebody that I just found on Instagram by hashtags. Did a phenomenal video for me at a very affordable cost. Shout out to Eye Candy Visuals on Instagram. So things like that. Record your videos, which are 100 million takes, and send it off to somebody and let them make a dope video for you.
Which is true.
I definitely think the video thing is the way to go.
And it'll work out. And also get your mentor. Jillian is my mentor, you guys. That's why she's always going off on me.
Shout out to yes ma'am. Yes_ma'am. Yes_ma'am_sweets.
Yes, like get a mentor and actually get the work done. Establish your short-term goals. I'm telling you, establish it. Do what it is that you need to do. And we're going to hold each other accountable. And I asked the question yesterday and nobody answered. And I was asking, are you afraid of change?
I am.
Be honest with yourself. And she refuses to read the book, you guys. Who Moved My Cheese? Like, that book is amazing. Be honest with yourself. Be able to be like, self, you ain't doing shit today. Like, you ain't nothing today. Okay? And then there's a tomorrow and you get up. So if 9 o'clock, it wasn't doing it for you, at noon, start over. If noon you didn't do good, at 2, start over. And just keep going until you get it done. And I know it's harder for...
The only MJ said yes, but I'm sick of where I am.
So what are you going to do about it to change where you are? Only you can change where you are. You're sick of where you are. So what is the plan to get you out of where you are? What is it about where you are that you're sick of? You're not sick of it enough, because when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you make the change. So where are you right now that's like, ugh? Are you honest with yourself? Is it that you're being lazy and you think somebody's going to come co at the door and be like, $1 million for you?
Hey, I'm a big believer in that. They say do something you've never done to get something you've never had. And I'm a big believer in positive affirmations too. That showed me and Mary Jane how she had the affirmations, or I think she had scriptures too, but post-it notes on her mirror. Man, sometimes you gotta look at yourself and say, "I'm the shit."
Believe that, whoa.
And get yourself going.
Exactly.
She said, the only MJ said, I've taken a few more steps to gain more exposure. So what do you tell MJ who needs a little bit more exposure? What does she do different?
You're doing different from what you weren't doing before. So the route you've been going has not been working. You find another way. You reach out to people and be like, I'm trying to do this, partner with people, collab with people, come to the meetup, stay in contact with people, because everyone is busy. Yes. Everyone has a lot going on. Yes. But you have to be able to keep the initiative, because the thing is, I don't know what you need if you don't ask me. And I can't keep on top of you every day, knowing I have stuff to do too. So, okay, we set a reminder. If this day at 3 o'clock you need to talk and you need the reassurance, that's what we're doing. If you need to play self-motivating videos, listen to a song that's going to get you going. Listen, Jules Santana has an old song called Oh Yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. But listen, I don't care what mood I'm in. When that beat drops, I'm on it, okay? And I'm rocking out. And it gives me a push. If you have to talk to yourself, to get it done. Even if it's one photo you took today, even if it's one thing you did that was new today, that is an accomplishment that you did, that you were able to achieve prior to just sitting around and not doing anything. Just being stuck in, that's it.
Amazingly Inspired said, be your own cheerleader. You can't expect others to believe in you and your gifts. When you don't believe in you and your skills, people feed off what you give out. I totally agree.
Which is true.
Let me just say something, guys. If we cut off, we're coming right back. I can't see the time. But Crave Sweets said, now that her connection is better, my question earlier was, do you know any bakers or classes you would recommend in the Kissimmee, Orlando area? I'm a self-taught baker, dessert table stylist, and want to build my skills. Before you answer that, Crave Sweets and Couture Cupcakes, make sure y'all are at Bakers Connect this year because y'all are in the area. So do you know any classes?
In Orlando?
She said Orlando or Kissimmee. I don't know any classes other than like the Wilton classes that Michaels does. But the cool thing about social media is a lot of these classes are pre-recorded, just like
and you could take it. So what specific class are you looking for?
She said just to build her skills. She didn't elaborate.
Well, Jelena offers classes. So if you visit her site, More Cake YM, that's what she does. She teaches. She offers tutorials. She has a Patreon, I think that's what you call it. And where she offers tutorials, you can go on YouTube to get tutorials. You can go on other people. And don't be afraid to ask people that's taking the classes previously, how did they like it? And also know the person you're taking the class from. If they always in drama, kind of leave that alone. It's too messy. But yeah, I'm telling you, Jelena's, because I just took her pricing class and it was really, really, really good. So, and she's really good at what she does. I ain't there yet, but to enhance her skills, yes. And Cakes by Virgo, I'm not sure if she offers classes. And also limited edition, Chris offers classes, but she does treats, apples. And she's really, really good at that.
And she's in Orlando.
Yeah, she's in Orlando. So she does, it's limit underscore editions. I think underscore. If you guys know Chris, can you tag her so she can have her information?
Miss Kanisha said, will you be at SoFlo this year? Would love to meet you there.
Hey, you gonna walk up and say hi to me? Now, don't make me come and y'all gonna be like, ooh.
Yeah, she will be there.
Okay, now, if I be like, hey, don't look at me crazy because, but yes, I'll be there. My sister's having an engagement photo shoot, so I'm gonna work that out.
Florida Bakers Club said, check out D&G Occasions. We've been there.
Oh, yeah.
So not sure if they offer classes, but they've heard of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're really good for baking supplies. I don't know if they offer classes.
Oh, I got a question for you. I have, and this isn't necessarily throw shade at anybody, but I've seen...
I'm sorry. Florida's Baker Club is having a meetup, you guys. If anyone's in Miami, I know she just posted it. Check her page out to see...
Florida Bakers Club, put your meetup info in the comments.
Yes, please, so they can know where to go. I'm listening.
Okay, sorry. And again, y'all, if we cut off, we're going to come right back because I can't see the time. Kima asked for classes in Miami. So, yeah, Florida Bakers Club, post your classes if you have any in your meetup.
Oh, there are a lot of classes in Miami. Put Miami Bakers. Search the hashtags, you guys. You'll find a lot of information from the hashtags.
Okay, sorry. Going back to my question. Not to throw shade at anybody, but I've seen bakers like blast people, screenshot their DMs or people who have contacted them and say, hey, I really like what you did with this particular cake. How did you do X, Y, and Z? Screenshotting and blasting them as a way to say, like, don't contact me to ask me for these type of things. If I took a class, you can take a class.
Some people just nasty, period. And they don't know how to support, connect, and grow because someone was previously nasty to them. So they feel like that's the way to go. When I went to culinary school, which is why I said I would never work in a kitchen, my chef was like, chefs are mean on purpose. I know I don't have time for that. I'm not built for that. But when you find people like that, next them and keep moving. Granted, when they do stuff like that, it brings traffic to your page. Now, to me, no publicity is bad publicity. It may not be the attention you want, but some people are like that, and I can understand how that it turns people off, which is why Bakers Connect was created, to kind of give people an avenue to not feel like that. Some people feel like, okay, well, you can put in the research to figure out, simple things. Or someone would be like, where do I go buy this? Well, that's a simple Google search, try Walmart. Like, you have to be able to put in the work. But if you're asking them, how to do something and they're not offering a class, I don't see the problem in telling you. Now, if you're offering a class, you could be like, hey, I'm offering this class to show you how to do X, Y, Z. You can take my class to learn it. But that's life. You're going to run into that. Next them and keep it moving, okay? Don't let that bring you down. But also, so let me go over everything we went over today. We did the business strategy. We defined the company, define your personal vision, know your business, establish your short-term goals, and outline your strategies. If anybody has any more questions, last week we went over brand identity. I feel like I kind of talked really fast through that. So if anybody have any questions on the branding, let me know and I'll make sure I address that again. Also, let me go over things that we have coming up. Bakers Connect, Bakers Brunch Orlando Talk Derby to me. It's going to be real cute and real fun, you guys. We're going to dress up Kentucky Derby style. We're going to have cocktail hour. Be cute. Whoever has the baddest hat. Go ahead and get your tickets. If you need a payment plan, send me an email so I can have that set up for you. Also in April, we're having a meetup with the HBIC tour. All that information is in the link in my bio. That is April 13th. In Orlando. Everything is in Orlando. We're going skydiving. I mean, y'all know I ain't jumping out of a plane, okay? Ow. I'll ride in one, but I ain't jumping out of one. But it is indoor skydiving. Also, Shane made me lose my train of thought, y'all. That's April 13th. I will be at SoFlo. And Bakers Connect is in September. I only have 20 tickets left, so you guys go ahead and get the tickets. If you need a payment plan, go ahead and send that to me. Also, this will be available on the YouTube. I'm trying to get the editing part down pat. So if anybody's good at that, shoot me some information and get that together. I might have to just send that out because it's really been a hard thing. And also, you guys, if you have any questions, anything you want me to go over that I may not have covered or that I need to say and it's something you're afraid to say, go ahead and send me some information.
11 seconds.
Oh, I have 11 seconds, guys. But I'm going to come back on it to talk to you, but it's going to cut off. This is my song, y'all. You see the shoulder action?
Everybody come on back now.
You see the shoulder action?
Hey.
Hey. This how I be on the people playing, y'all. See the shoulder action? Okay, turn it down. Shane ain't played the clean version, y'all. I just love that beat. But yes, I've been using the Filmora, but I don't know what's wrong with it. Like, it's not working with me. Okay, like, I don't know.
Anybody else have any other video suggestions or film editing?
And don't tell none about no Mac, because I don't have no Apple products, okay? I have a regular PC and a bomb Android, okay? So the Apple people don't come for me. But yes, I went over the meetup we're having. The Baker's Brunch is in September. Visit my site to get that information. Also, you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also have chats of this also in the community section. So leave some comments, share it. Keep engaging, because you guys encourage me to keep doing this, because this is definitely out of my comfort zone. But I'm trying to be consistent. So the Tip Tuesday is going to be every other Tuesday. You guys, I'm not going to do it every Tuesday. Also with me flying and stuff, Tip Tuesday may be coming from a different place. It won't be from here chilling and us drinking and stuff like that. Also, so if anybody has any questions for me, let me know. We're kind of done with the Tip Tuesday. We went over business strategy. Episode 1 was declutter your brand. Episode 2 was branding versus brand identity. And today was business strategy, part 1. So part 2 would be not this Tuesday coming up, the Tuesday after. Excuse me. Or maybe I'll do it this Tuesday. But that's pretty much it. Bye, you guys.